the king of the world, badass in every way. Under the invaders, yes, smooth operator, kicking ass and saving the day.
Hey, that's not fair.
Who are you supposed to be now?
Don't you know who I am?
You're an out-of-date, redundant sacred cow. You gotta make your mind up if you're modern or old school. Duke, you used to be cool. Learn to kick ass again and get rid of that lame two-weapon rule. Then the world might not be so cruel. Your regal return. How could we know you become a fucking pussy hiding behind a wall? Shit, I guess you found more gum.
Things have changed in 12 years.
You've become a wimp since then.
You should get drunk off one beer.
You should still be sober after 10. Duke, you...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW Saturday Night Showdown. We are live on all the social media platforms you like to use. And we are kicking things off with none other than Grim Loco. Grim Loco making his way out into the arena.
Weighing in at 223 pounds, Grim Loco.
Loco, a former XFW Internet and United States champion. The eyes behind that mask mean nothing but business. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Thank you all for tuning in, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on Twitch, whether you are on YouTube or watching directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in. Loco set to start off Saturday Night Showdown. Carlos Davies, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Loco always ready to face whoever it is across the ring, time and time again. That is definitely the wrong music. Alfredo Bernal, thank you for liking the stream. And here comes Angus Hayes.
Weighing in at 204 pounds.
One half of the Anarchists. Just on one of our previous shows, I was talking on Hayes and Crown Ferguson, have both done very well for themselves in singles competition time and time again. Even though they excel in tag team, they still spawn out in a singles competition. And Angus Hayes with an odd smile on his face tonight. It's not often to see Angus Hayes with that awkward smile. There's the bell. Bob Harris has rung it. We are off and running. Hayes blocking a forearm there by Grim Loco. Grabbing a front side headlock and turning it into a running bulldog. Hayes now glancing at his handiwork. Going to the outside. Hayes going up to the top. Loco doesn't see him coming and he gets blasted along the back of the skull by Hayes. Hayes very the wiry one of the Anarchist. Look at this. Modified sleeper hold on Grim Loco. Wrapped right around the chin. Loco able to break the hold. Couple elbow shots, break it off. Angus Hayes starting things off. And here comes Loco up and over. Holy hell! That was absolutely insane. Loco going to the air. We have to fix our replay again. Oh! Hurricane on a driver by Grim Loco into a cover. Legs are hooked. And a 2 count. Kevin Dwayne Thomas, welcome to the stream. Thank you for hitting that like button. And welcome everyone to Saturday Night Showdown. Spinning heel kick there. Oh! By Loco, but Angus Hayes firing back with his own combinations. And the feint kick to the side of the skull takes out Grim Loco. And Hayes now going to the top. Hayes and a coup de grace 2-foot stomp to the chest by Hayes. Hayes with a brutal roundhouse kick. Bill Wren, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Showdown. Hayes now pointing up to the ceiling, getting all fired up here. Hayes straddling Grim Loco, blasting him. Rick Fletcher, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Beautiful moonsault now by Hayes. Leg is hooked. Deep cover, but again, Angus cannot keep Loco down. Loco instantly getting the shoulder up. We know Grim Loco is tough as nails, but so is Angus Hayes. Rick Fletcher, thank you for sharing this stream, and a rolling sidekick now by Grim Loco. Connect to the side of the skull. Leg is hooked. But Angus Hayes as well gets the shoulder up. Ooh, that was a stomp right on the eye by Loco. Horrible tie-up. Hayes breaking the shot. Oh! Wow, what a backhand by Grim Loco by Angus Hayes. That came out of nowhere and almost a 3 count. That was a wind-up shot by Hayes that connected right below the eye socket to Grim Loco. That was brutal. Angus Hayes has learned some new stuff here at XFW and now stomping away on the chest of Loco. Loco catches the leg. Loco takes him up and over. Look at this small package now by Angus Hayes. Almost steals one away. Hayes now working on it. Shot there by Loco. Oh, savate kick right to the back of the head by Loco. Finds its mark right at the base of the spine. Loco goes low. Hayes able to sidestep that. But Loco catches the leg. Back and forth. Now they go. Side kick counter. Angus Hayes blocking that in. Now look at Loco right back with another counter. Back and forth. These guys are going Irish whip. Into a drop down now by Loco. Loco up with the leapfrog. Now Loco catches him. Turns him around. Beautiful. DDT connecting by Grim Loco. What a shot. But Hayes now back on his feet. Hayes off the ropes. Charging in. And a shot to the head. Bulldog now. But Loco right back to his feet. Holy cow. And Loco again exploding. Loco again. How the hell did he even get up from that? Loco with a shot across the knee. Loco driver. Loco with that reverse leg drop to the back of the head. We got a cover. And Hayes gets the shoulder up. How that was even possible, I don't know. Loco not happy about it. Loco to the top. Loco! Oh, the knees come up. Hayes with the knees as Loco came out with that 450. And now repeated shots to the ribs. Hayes now wrapping up the arm, not done. Grabbing the other arm. Loco now trapped in a bad spot and wrenching back on that shoulder, 2 knees to the spine. Crowd now chanting back and forth. Oh, goes to that elbow again. Loco with a knee strike and a moonsault. Loco stomping away. Loco now in the corner, coming off. Tornado DDT. Tornado DDT, beautifully executed by Loco. And again, the athleticism and another shot to the skull. Loco now on fire. Hayes with a shot to the midsection. Hayes again catches him with that backhand elbow. Hayes may have knocked him right out. We've got a cover now. 1, 2, and Angus Hayes pulls off the victory over Loco to surprising fashion. That running back elbow. And again, folks, I've said in past how deadly both members of the Anarchists can be in singles competition, and Angus Hayes just proved that by getting a surprise victory over Grim Loco. And there's Loco with the local driver. But Hayes somehow managed to survive. Look how close this is. Look how close that is. To me, it looked like a 3 count. But Angus Hayes victorious tonight to open up XFW Saturday Night Showdown. An upset in true fashion. Definitely what I would call an upset. I would assume Grim Loco in singles competition would take that match 9 out of 10 times. But wow, Angus Hayes coming out of the gate. And you saw that the wave off and got things running. Angus Hayes took an early lead in that matchup. But looks like everything froze here. There we go. That was a little scary. My software started freezing here again. Apologize for that there, folks. That was a little frightening. But again, Angus Hayes with a victory over Grim Loco tonight on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. What a way to kick off our match. An upset victory by Angus Hayes. Now, folks, last night during our broadcast on XFW Danger Zone, we saw this footage that happened during a matchup. Now, folks, sometimes this can be a little bit brutal. Watch this right here. This was Sam Ford. Now, these two guys, Sam Ford and Seth Walker, had an altercation earlier on in the night, but they wound up fighting again in the backstage area. And Sam Ford looked like he was winning that until right here. Watch this knee strike to the midsection by Seth Walker. But then the unthinkable happens. Walker, who loves to go out of his way, the jackknife powerbomb, and Sam Ford is tossed 25 plus feet down onto that railing and the concrete. We have heard word Sam Ford will be out of action for an unknown amount of time with severe neck and back injuries. We wish Sam the best speedy recovery. Hopefully he can return to in-ring action at some point. We know he sustained a concussion, a fractured skull, and some, again, neck and spine injury. So hoping Sam Ford is there. From what I understand, Seth Walker has been suspended as well. And from what I get, folks, he's actually been laughing about it. That's just normal for Seth Walker. The guy is a complete jackass. Right now, folks, we're headed down to ringside. Triple threat action coming your way next. Isaiah Frost, Raiden Yamashita, and Jesus Silva collide next on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Raiden Yamashita. Raiden Yamashita, an outstanding Japanese performer here in XFW. The friend and training partner of Tiger Ramirez. There have been rumors, ladies and gentlemen, that Ramirez and Yamashita are thinking about starting to compete in tag team competition. I personally would absolutely love to see that. I would absolutely love to see that happen here in XFW. Can you imagine?
Have you ever felt like you can't find your voice?
And here comes Isaiah Frost. Alyssa Marie Burke saying, do we expect anything less from Walker? No, absolutely not. Alyssa is correct. Seth Walker loves to go out of his way to cause injury to anyone that opposes him. And obviously, Sam Ford getting 2 victories back-to-back in our programming upset Walker, and he took extreme measures to put Sam Ford on the shelf. But Isaiah Frost making his way down to ringside for this triple threat matchup. Isaiah Frost, a former XFW Internet Champion, the man that was literally saved his contract here in XFW by winning that very championship, and actually had a lengthy run as the Internet Champion until losing that title to Showtime Shane Black. We've actually got rumors of Showtime Shane Black signing with a new promotion that's starting up in 2023. Trying to get more word on that, and once we do, we'll have you guys the information here on XFW. Isaiah Frost, definitely one of our more eccentric performers, I must say. Very successful, what he says, underground goth band out of New York City. Not exactly sure what that means by underground goth band. I'm not much that into goth music, but Isaiah Frost is a hell of a competitor here in XFW. And when you speak about outstanding competitors, the youngest champion in XFW history, Jesus Silva.
At 214 pounds, Jesus Silva.
Silva was one of the youngest competitors in XFW at one time, the youngest champion on record here, capturing a title at 19 years of age. Silva is known for doing very well in triple threat action. Raiden Yamashita has seen his number of them here in XFW as well. And already a shot to the face of Isaiah Frost and turning his attention directly at Jesus Silva. I think this is Frost's first triple threat match that I know of in XFW. Already covered by Raiden Yamashita, but Frost right there to break the count. Wisely so. I would watch for Jesus Silva and Raiden Yamashita to exploit Isaiah Frost's inexperience in these type of matchups to possibly get a windfall. Isaiah Frost turns it around and a beautiful German suplex by Frost. Frost trying to turn his attention to both these smaller competitors, but not faring too well as they keep trying to throw them aside and turn their attention to each other. I think it's because Jesus Silva and Raiden Yamashita know that they both are phenomenal threats in this matchup. Oh! Isaiah was down, and Raiden Yamashita taking the opportunity to clothesline Jesus Silva up and over to the outside. Frost with a nice counter. But Raiden Yamashita turns the tables on him again, but Frost fires right back, and here comes Jesus Silva back into the fray. Frost. Oh! Raiden Yamashita banging their heads together. Oh! Mario Gamero, thank you for liking the stream. Bob got taken out. Raiden Yamashita charged in for head scissors, and Silva pushed Bob in the way. And Yamashita was going through the motions at that point. He was full momentum. I'm surprised Bob's back up. Raiden Yamashita now going to the top, or I'm sorry, Jesus Silva to the top. Yamashita tackling. Whoa! Jesus coming down on both men. Frost able to absorb a lot of that damage. And now Frost. And Silva on the outside and gets pummeled. Bob with a count. Not exactly sure who he's counting out here. Raiden Yamashita, the only guy left inside the ring. If Frost and Silva both get counted out, that'll leave Yamashita the winner. And they're just continuing to battle on the outside. Jesus Silva now making his way back in. Yamashita with a clothesline. And a stomping away. And a leg drop across the throat. Oh! And a brutal pump kick to the face of Isaiah Frost. But Frost again going to break up the pinfall. Wild swing there by Raiden Yamashita with that hook kick and missed. And finds us up on the receiving end again from Isaiah Frost. Single arm DDT. Jesus Silva now trying to recuperate a little bit, letting Frost do some of the dirty work. Isaiah now on the receiving end of a couple of right hooks from Jesus Silva. Silva now. Silva going up. Silva! Beautiful corkscrew arm drag by Jesus Silva, who's now in control of this matchup. Raiden Yamashita on the outside. You see him struggling to get back to his feet after having his bell rung. Isaiah still absorbing a lot of damage as Jesus Silva is lighting him up. Silva toss to the outside, and again the shot by Raiden Yamashita coming in out of nowhere and lighting up. Roundhouse kick. Oh, and now a knee strike. Jesus Silva. Raiden Yamashita all over these two. Yamashita turns the tide up and down. Rocking both men. Kick there blocked by Isaiah Frost. Frost now got a German suplex onto Yamashita, but he tried to roll through as much of it as he could. Yamashita now with him up on the shoulders. Yamashita driver. We've got to cover. Bob's not paying attention. Oh, that would have been a 3 count. That would have been a 3 count had Bob been paying attention. And now a battle back and forth with a crucifix pinning combination. Raiden Yamashita comes out on top. Silva gets the shoulder up. Raiden may have won that if Bob Harris wasn't paying attention to Jesus Silva at ringside. Isaiah Frost is still not all the way back to his feet as Raiden goes around the world. Frost paying too much attention to the crowd. Lights up Yamashita. Yamashita counters, and again, that knee strike to the chin. Yamashita now gets a knee strike to the back by Jesus Silva. Silva now with Isaiah Frost and drives him down. We got a cover now by Jesus Silva. 2. Silva's going to steal this one. JC McNiss, thank you for liking the stream. Raiden Yamashita had this match all won up, but Bob Harris was out of position to see the pinfall. You see Bob looking away. And then Jesus Silva taking advantage. Isaiah Frost never recovered fully from their Yamashita driver. And Silva right there, driving him down. Yamashita on the outside trying to recover. And Jesus Silva will walk away the victorious tonight. A smart win by Jesus Silva. Right place, right time. Jesus Silva showing the experience that it takes to win those types of matches. And again, that young man, the youngest champion ever in XFW. And it just showed there, ladies and gentlemen, how well that will carry you. Now, Jesus Silva, again, just getting in the right time at the right place. And you saw Raiden Yamashita hit the Yamashita driver on Isaiah Frost. Unfortunately, Bob Harris out of position, trying to count out Jesus Silva. That would have been a 3 count, folks. I'm stated on that. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight will be something of interest. Last night at an XFW Danger Zone, we had a main event. Big Dog Mark Johnson, who is currently the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, was cashing in that #1 contendership against our current champion, Rick Osborne. Now, in the middle of that matchup, ladies and gentlemen, here's some of the confusion. You see Rick Osborne on the receiving end here by Big Dog Johnson. The two of them are battling, in which turned out to be a very, very solid match. But this right here, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet coming down, showing the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, distracting Rick Osborne. And then you see the look of shock on Big Dog's face as he saw him out there. Both these guys taking off their game and both distracted by it. But Osborne came out victorious, and Big Dog Johnson says he would have been the champion if Bad Boy Marshall Sweet hadn't come down and interfered in that matchup. Now, I don't know how true that is. You take it for what it is. But tonight, Johnson has challenged Bad Boy Marshall Sweet to one-on-one action, and that will be our main event tonight. Sweet and the Big Dog going at it. But right now, we're heading down to ringside tag team action coming your way. The Outlaws taking on 24K next on Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes 24K.
One fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 520 pounds.
Multi-time tag team champions 24K making their way out. These two guys now looking to get back into the spotlight here in XFW. Looking for an opportunity to get championship gold. Everyone looking to get themselves an opportunity to challenge the White Dragons. But here come the Outlaws.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 513 pounds. The Outlaws.
The Outlaws, the James Boys. Identical twins from Texas who exploded on the scene early in 2022 have really started to dominate the tag team division. And now look once again to climb the ladder to walk away with XFW gold. And tonight they're going to look at 24K's stepping stones back to that very position. Mr. Insomniac Gamer, Nick Clark in the house. Thank you, Mr. Clark, for hitting that like button. Thank you for joining us. Time and time again, you've heard me say it. Talk about Insomniac Gamer. If you haven't already, give him a like and a follow on Facebook Gaming. You will not be disappointed. Ooh! But right now, Lance James very disappointed by that short arm closeout by Big Taylor Briggs. Mr. Clark, welcome to our show. Thank you for sharing our stream as well. Uh-oh. Briggs now hoisting up and dropping him down in a brutal shot there. There's a look at our replay in the top left side of your corner from that press slam delivered by by Taylor Briggs. With Lance James down with the counter and drops it down in the front suplex. Alex James now tagged in. Taylor Briggs still laying prone and gets a stomp on the face for his trouble. Alex now going high off the top of the elbow, finds its mark right across the chest of Taylor Briggs. The James Boys have become such a prominent oh! Briggs now rifling shots off repeated to the abdomen of Alex James, who just collapses in the ring. And now rifling off quick stomps. Taylor Briggs showing why he could run the 100-yard dash in just under 20 seconds. Ooh, but a shot there. Back in his NFL days, the guy was a burst of speed for a man his size. But right now being cut off from his partner, JT Wells looking to get tagged in here. Taylor Briggs sweeps out the legs. There's the tag to JT Wells, and Alex diving tag. In comes Lance. But here comes JT Wells. Firing right back off. Caught him with time. Up on the shoulder. JT in trouble. Right across the top turnbuckle. Ooh, but a shot by Wells catches him off guard. Shoulder tackle. Wells has always been ridiculously resilient inside the square circle. The man watched him absorb so much damage to keep his team alive. And that's how 24K has won multi-championships here in XFW. Stop right now to the back of the skull by JT Wells. Kick to the midsection. Lance with a wind-up shot, but Wells saw it coming and just stepped back an extra, just a step back and was able to avoid that. Oh! What a splash with a little bit of spin in the middle of the air. We got a cover, but only a 1 count. JT Wells bringing new life into this for 24K. And now landing repeated shots. Southpaw haymakers right to the jaw and the nose of Lance James. Back in the home territory for 24K. The Lance fires off an elbow. But JT Wells again lights him up repeatedly. And a clubbing blow across the back. JT keeping the hopes alive. European uppercut. A little extra torque on that one. We've got a cover. But again, Lance gets the shoulder. Alex James looking desperate to get back into this matchup now. Tag, in comes the former NFL right tackle. What is this? What is this? A little bit of extra gumption there. Briggs helping his partner up and over. Lance is in a world of trouble right now. Dodged out of the way, nice shot. Lance gonna hoist him up. Powerbomb to the big man. Pinning combination, but only a 2 count. Finally a tag to Alex James. Briggs still down after that monumental powerbomb by Lance James. Alex now trying to get the blood flowing here in this ranking matchup for the XFW Tag Team Division. We've now seen the White Dragons defend the championships 5 times in a row on a number of large-scale events and our regular scheduled programming. Oh, Taylor Briggs with a hell of a clothesline. And takes one half of the Outlaws right outside the ring, and JT Wells now coming back in. And Wells right back on the assault. Wells now spinning him around. Wells up and down. A little bit of stank on that Uranagi. Too close to the ropes. Alex with good ring awareness. Whoa! What the hell was that for? JT Wells getting assistance with Taylor Briggs coming in and taking out Lance off the apron. Into the midsection. Both these guys have the same idea. Both with the same counter. And again, JT Wells with those forearms finds the mark on the back. Over the top now goes Alex. Oh, and a stunner on the ropes by JT Wells. Connects, and both members of the Outlaws find themselves on the outside of the ring. Ooh. Alex fires back this time on Taylor Briggs, who's hell-bent on taking him off the apron. Up to a 5 count. Alex finally starting to get back inside. Oh! Alex just pushed Bob in the way and lands a neck breaker. But Bob is out. Bob is out, and that was all the undoing. Bob is out. JT Wells with a shot there. JT Wells, and drives him down. Bob looks furious. Bob looks furious. But the damage has been done. Taylor Briggs now in the ring. That was all Alex James's fault. JT Wells charging in. Big right hand in the midsection. And now stomping away. Stomp now across the back. Off the Wells is Briggs. Big time body splash. We've got to cover. Lance in to break the save for the team. Oh, but he gets a shot across the back of the skull. Good Lord. Ownership in home territory now for 24K. Briggs now with the tag. Both members in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double shoulder tackle from 24K. We've got to cover. And almost. Somehow Alex James survives. Kick to the midsection now. Alex James trying to keep hopes alive for the Outlaws. The JT Wells blocking the shot. Repeated kicks out of the midsection. Wells now going to the top. Wells, and nobody home for the elbow. Alex James dodging out of the way. Single arm DDT. Reaching back now. Brian Pearson, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Lance finally getting back in the corner. Uh-oh. James looking for that Texas pile driver and it connects. The Texas pile driver connecting. With Taylor Briggs in there to make the save. And a clothesline to the corner. JT Wells is down. Lance on the outside. Alex being pummeled. Bob now trying to get Briggs back in his corner. Wells now back up. Lance on the outside looks absolutely terrified, and a shot now by Alex. Belly suplex on JT Wells. Gels has taken a lot of damage in this matchup. And as I said before, we've seen this from him in the past. He's taken a lot of damage, something you wouldn't expect a man of his size and stature, something that someone from like the likes of the Destroyer or Seth Walker, guys twice his size, taking the amount of damage JT Wells has and still managing to make a comeback. But right now, Lance is really lighting him up. The 24K did a lot early on this matchup. Ooh! What is this? JT Wells again! The Uranagi! Again, that Uranagi! We got to cover. Whoa! Lance just assaulted Bob on the way in, and JT Wells now with a shot to him. Good Lord, this is getting out of control. Oh! Bob needs to get some kind of remnants of control here. JT Wells a second time. The full Nelson driver to the top of the skull. 24K. Holy cow, that went quickly. Escalated out of control. Both teams throwing the rules to the wayside. Poor Bob. It's like he's running a kindergarten class there. He had no idea or no control whatsoever in that matchup. Both teams wanted to walk away with that victory. But 24K, the ones to pull it off. Wow. Christian Revert says, you couldn't pay me to be a ref. Well, it is actually a full-time job. I have not seen Bob Harris have this much trouble in an XFW ring in quite some time. Harris has been on the up and up. I know Bob's had some issues in the past with alcohol and pain medications that he's taken time and time again. And we saw Bob off the rails for a little bit, making a lot of mistakes last year inside the ring, but he's been doing pretty well for himself. But tonight has not been going too well. Bob's been knocked down several times already. And again, you saw Alex James shove him in front of JT Wells as he was charging in. And again, folks, Bob that's already going to rile him up. That's already going to take him off his game, and it's only going to cause him problems for the rest of the night. This is going to be rolling around in poor Bob's head all evening long, and this is only going to make things worse because I'm going to watch now closely on Bob, because this is going to spiral in and out of control for him, and it's not going to go well. I cannot find the music that I want to find for this next matchup. But But folks, what an amazing match between those two teams. But again, JT Wells and Taylor Briggs victorious, looking for an opportunity to get the championship gold. But right now, we're going to turn gears, head down for women's action next as Victoria Chase takes on Alexia Fonseca next on Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Victoria Chase.
The following contest is scheduled for
The Instagram influencer turned professional wrestler, and I've got to give this young lady credit where credit is due. She has started to really come into her own here in XFW. She has knocked up a number of chalked up a number of victories, back to back so far. The 360 code breaker that she uses has been very, very impressive. But tonight might be her toughest victory to date, going up against Alexia Fonseca, one of the most powerful women in XFW's women division. And here comes Fonseca.
Alexia Fonseca.
Fonseca making her way down to ringside. Fonseca is a definite force to be reckoned with here in XFW. This little lady is super powerful. Former XFW Women's Tag Team Champion. This young lady is just a brutal, small frame, but there's so much power compacted into that frame. She is deadly inside the ring. Fonseca responsible for bringing the Gladiators to XFW. Here we go. Fonseca going to have a size and strength advantage over young Victoria Chase, not to mention the experience level, as she already manhandles Victoria Chase to the ropes. Look at this. Victoria out in a bad way, and Fonseca going to light her up. Fonseca far more experience in the square circle than Victoria Chase, who's still very much green. Chase sweeping out the leg into a cover. Not going to get Fonseca that way. Only a 1 count. You can see the anger on Bob Harris's face tonight after already being blasted down to the canvas twice. He just does not look happy. Fonseca now turning the tables. Setting Chase into the corner now. And now wrenching on the arm, using that rope as leverage. Oh, and a shoulder strike. And now foot against the throat, just choking the life out of Chase. Chase might have bit off more than she could chew here tonight. Stomping away now. And again, focusing on the hamstring. And a third time. Fonseca's out to make a statement tonight. Just brutalizing this young competitor and driving her down to the canvas. Fonseca now, wind up, short on clothesline. Chase is just being dominated. This is ugly. Fonseca on the top, nobody home. Chase dodging out of the way. Chase with a drop kick right to the bridge of the nose. A window of opportunity now for young Chase. Knife edge chops, snapmares are over. Oh, and a shot right to the top of the head. Fonseca blocks the right hand. Corona Mutaya. Fonseca again the neck breaker, and again slamming her down by the back of her head, right down to the canvas, and the knee strike. Fonseca is just dominated. Victoria Chase has only had small windows of offense in this matchup, but look at that! Where did that come from? Where's our replay? Watch this maneuver right here, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. An outstanding move by Victoria Chase. And now a standing shooting star press by the newcomer. And a second time. Pulling out off is outstanding Victoria Chase. This young lady's got some fight in her, I'll tell you. Chase now setting Fonseca on that top rope. Both ladies now all the way up. What is Chase going for here? Holy cow! Hurricane Rana, and look at spring right to the top rope. Look at this little firecracker go. What a moonsault! Holy cow! But only a 2 count. Ooh, soccer ball kick now. What a run. Fonseca dodges out of the way. Fonseca now with a roundhouse kick. Just takes her right the hell out. That's all she wrote. Good night. We are done here. Fonseca. Victoria Chase get everything she had. But Fonseca with that roundhouse kick she has taken a number of people out with just blasted Chase right across the skull and knocked her out flat. That kick can come out of nowhere. Man, that moonsault was pretty. Victoria Chase didn't come up with a winning purse tonight, but she definitely gave it. There's that kick. Wow, that is brutal. Right along the side of the jaw, and Alexia Fonseca dominated a majority of this matchup. Chase gave it everything she had. An impressive win for Fonseca. Again, she dominated a good portion of that matchup, ladies and gentlemen. But wow, Fonseca just coming out, that blocking that forearm, and is absolutely devastating the poor newcomer with that roundhouse kick to the side of the head. That move was won her championships here in XFW. An unbelievable display of power by Fonseca time and time again. Now again, folks, later on tonight, our main event of the evening is going to be Big Dog Mark Johnson taking on the current XFW Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. And that's because of this match last night. This was our main event last night. If you're just joining us, Big Dog taking on Rick Osborne for the World Heavyweight Championship. But here, Bad Boy Marshall Sweet coming down, hinting that he's going to cash in the Extreme Opportunity briefcase and turn into a triple threat match, but then changing his mind. But both competitors are already now confused, distracted, and Big Dog says that cost him the matchup last night on our programming. And folks, he instantly challenged Bad Boy Marshall Sweet to a matchup, and that will be our main event tonight. But right now, Hiro Katsuyori, Troy Grant next on Saturday Night Showdown. Well, listen, we're going to have to check to see if we have another referee on hand tonight, just in case Bob does lose his marbles.
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 251 pounds.
But here comes Hiro Katsuyori. Katsuyori looks a little bit naked without the United States Championship around his waist, if I must say. Katsuyori on the receiving end of a brutal attack by the House of Spades. Brody Daniels enlisting the help of Reed Lane and Luke Everett to capture and steal away, quite frankly, the United States Championship away from Hiro Katsuyori. It took all three of them, but they managed to pull it off. Now Katsuyori working his way back up for another opportunity to challenge Brody Daniels, because I do not think Katsuyori had a rematch clause in his statement. Or in his contract, I should say. But here comes Troy Grant, accompanied by his buddy, his friend, his partner,
And his opponent, a
Alex Quinn.
Alex Quinn. Representing the Varsity Club from Fairfield, Connecticut. Weighing in at 235 pounds. Troy Grant.
These two country club brats making their way down the ringside. Their daddies buying them way into XFW. Alex Quinn Esquire had a very close opportunity at beating Hiro Katsuyori for the United States Championship, but Katsuyori dispatching him twice has left a sour taste in Alex Quinn's mouth, and now taking on Quinn's partner, Troy Grant. Gonna watch in case Troy Grant decides, already Grant sidestepping Hiro Katsuyori with a kick right to the chest of the former U.S. champ. Off the ropes, beautiful moonsault by Troy Grant, already kicked things off, but Katsuyori instantly kicks out. I don't know what the hell this jackass is celebrating for. Katsuyori isn't down and out yet. Grant gonna send him up and over, but Katsuyori holds on to the ropes. Katsuyori fires back with a deep elbow, rocking Grant. Oh, but an enziguri from Troy takes him down. Troy now going to the top rope. Look at him, pretty quick. I got to give him credit for. Trent standing high up, gets caught. Powerbomb by Katsuyori. Katsuyori just leveled him. Wraps him around, suplex now by Katsuyori. Textbook from the former United States champion. Elbow shot right to the jaw. Oh, a nice combination there by Katsuyori. That modified bulldog driving Grant's face down to the canvas. Up now, vertical suplex. Grant able to counter. Grant now with his own German into a release and drops Katsuyori in the back of the skull. Katsuyori knows every suplex ever designed in professional wrestling. And you put that together with the lariats that he uses, including the hurricane lariat that he likes to use. And it is absolutely devastating. And that's in anyone is, whoa! Modified pump handle suplex there by Katsuyori. Katsuyori now working on the arm. Into an overhand wrist lock now on Troy Grant. Grant gonna fire back. Trying to break the hold, successful. Ooh, knife edge chop. And now Grant looking to work the arm, and Katsuyori not going to allow it. Both men with the same idea. Ooh, Grant with a misstep. Katsuyori going to drive the knee to the ankle. And another one. Oh, here we go. Alex Quinn trying to distract Hiro Katsuyori. Armory Brown, thank you for liking the stream. And Grant going to take advantage of it. Oh, Alex Quinn now grabbing the former United States champion. Going to the outside now and a shot now. And Grant. It's become a 2-on-1 combination at this point. And a shot. And now one for Alex Quinn. And he gets caught by Grant. But Grant fires back. And again the bulldog from Hiro Katsuyori as he's dealing with both members of the Varsity Club at this point. Grant blasted in the apron. Oh, and again into the ring post. Up to a 5 count. Katsuyori looking to take this back inside. And another shot to Alex Quinn just for good measure. Katsuyori now again back to trying to wear down Grant. Katsuyori's got to watch. He's been distracted on a number of occasions now by Alex Quinn. But right now, back and forth counters by both these. No! Grant with an outstanding maneuver there. Reverse Frankensteiner on Hiro fighting right back. Hiro, jumping snapmare, takes him up and over. Hiro Katsuyori been called the Japanese Ultimate Warrior by a number of fans in wrestling. And right now, Katsuyori Gonna drop him across the middle rope. Troy Grant in trouble. Katsuyori. Hurricane clothesline. A brutal maneuver. We've got a cover now on Grant. And he's too close to the ropes. Katsuyori not happy about that. Goes to drop the leg. Grant out of the way. I got to give Grant some credit for keeping up with Katsuyori, even though he is getting some help from the jackass at ringside. Grant going to the top. He's not been very successful with this so far, and again he's not. Katsuyori with the right hand. Katsuyori locking it on. Cradle suplex. Cradle suplex. That's it. Troy Grant going up to the top rope a number of times in this matchup, and none of them have really paid off. And Katsuyori looking for that opportunity, seizing it, landing the cradle suplex. Here's another look at the Hurricane Lariat. Good Lord, that's devastating. And there's the cradle suplex. Grant bent in half on the back of his neck. Quinn not happy about the outcome of that matchup, but what a win for Hiro Katsuyori. One step closer to possibly regaining his United States Championship is Hiro Katsuyori. Hiro Katsuyori with an impressive win, especially when the odds are against him. As they were there, ladies and gentlemen, you saw how Troy Grant asserting himself into that matchup. Distracting Katsuyori, trying to throw him back into the ring before Katsuyori can fully take advantage of any kind of count to recover, to shake the cobwebs out of his brain. But Katsuyori turning the tables on the Varsity Club, landing a number of forearm strikes to both members. And then again, Troy Grant going to the well one too many times, going the top rope, coming off, Katsuyori capitalizing with the cradle suplex for the victory. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, is another women's match here tonight on XFW. A woman that had a debut last weekend who did amazingly well but didn't come up with the win. Casey Sears tonight tries a second opportunity for a win as she goes up against a much stronger Becca Steele next on Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes Casey Sears.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way.
This young lady had an outstanding debut, but came up on the losing end of a matchup against Suzuki Tanaka. But I'll give her what, she's got a hell of a walk down to the ring. Sears looking for her first win here in XFW. Very interesting outfit this young lady's wearing. How does that thing stay together? But tonight she's going to go up against one hell of a bruiser in the women's division. The lady known as Becca Steele. She's an absolute brute of a woman. This woman has dominated a number of XFW women's opponents with an impressive show of strength time and time again as she struts her way down to ringside. I actually saw Becca Steele in a bar after a show, out drinking a number of XFW roster members, including some of the larger men who are twice her weight. And this young lady has a thing for whiskey. It was terrifying watching how many shots this young lady did and still able to stand up straight. I would have been out for weeks. But the Wildcat Becca Steele here tonight, looking to give Casey Sears her second loss here in XFW. I don't know which one of these women has more experience in the ring. I know Becca Steele will have a little bit of a size and strength advantage. Sears a little bit on the more petite side. Here we go. Calling him a tie up, and Becca Steele already knocking her out. And Steele already going into... Well, Bob is running around like a psycho. Steele calling her shot now as Sears is trying to get back to her feet. Off the top, Sears catches her. Look at this, into a backbreaker. Casey Sears, impressive strength there. Catching Becca Steele in midair. Kick to the knee. Oh! And a hell of a roundhouse kick. Sears now with the cover, but a kick out by Big Becca Steele, the Wildcat. I remember Becca Steele's in-ring debut against... shot in the... knife edge chop. Becca Steele came in against Kitty Lane and actually got a victory, impressively so, just after Lane lost the XFW Women's Championship. Up and back at a suplex. Becca Steele now lining up the shot, elbow connects. You saw the way she torqued that. You saw the way she lined it up. Planned the elbow. Goes to the knee, rolls through it. She misses, but Sears catches her into spinning head scissors. Takes her up and over. An impressive shot there by Sears. But Becca Steele now going into the legs. Nice counter. Sears going to hoist her up. Oh! What a brain buster. Devastating shot there by Becca Steele. And now wrapping her up. She's got it locked in. Can Sears hold on? This young lady now fighting. The ropes are right there. I don't think she realized how close she is to the ropes. But manages to turn herself over. Elbow tie it now. Sears with an Irish whip. Ooh! Becca Steele running through there with a truck, but Sears managed to keep on her feet. Steele's now going to toss her up and over the top rope. Second time she dodged that. Look at this roll up. Oh! What a shot there by Casey Sears. But she needs to pay attention. Watch this roll up into the stomp. But Becca Steele again. The more experienced Casey Sears was celebrating a little bit too much. And Steele got right back on top of her. Oh! Hard slam now on the outside. And a stomp right to the chest. Becca Steele now starting to dominate. Steele going to take her up. Sears managed to counter through. Sears, good suplex on the back of her skull. Sears now making a beeline in the ring. But look at Becca Steele, the Wildcat, already getting back to her feet. This woman is made of steel. Sears again going to use that roll through move. And Sears now getting a little angry here. Frustration starting to set in as she turns to right hands and fisticuffs. Deliver right to the forehead of Becca. Suplex again. Turns her inside out. Sears now making her way up to the top rope. Off elbow, nobody home. Again, the experience level of Becca Steele showing through DDT. Becca Steele is frighteningly powerful. Sears again fighting through back. Hoisting her up. Oh, her own brain buster. Sears lands a brain buster of her own. And almost a 3 count. Wow, that was close. Sears now on the middle rope. What is she trying here? Oh! Big time moonsault. 2! And a kick out again. Steele is so disgustingly tough and powerful. And Casey Sears, the newcomer, looking for her first win in XFW, is giving her all, but Becca Steele just keeps defying her. Nice elbow into the back by Casey Sears. Sears now rolls up into a wheelbarrow, into a stunner. Where did that come from? Cover now on Becca. Sears steals one. Sears steals one. Talk about an upset. Becca Steele started to dominate that, but Casey uses some quick turnarounds And quite frankly, some impressive maneuvers towards the end. There is that brainbuster. Look at the torque she had on that. But that one hell of a moonsault. But again, Steele just kept getting the shoulder up and defying. But right there, wheelbarrow transitioning into a stunner. And Casey Sears gets her first victory here in XFW. Definitely a turning point after last week's loss for Sears. An impressive matchup from both those young women. Wow, what a turnaround. But again, we've seen time and time again how Becca Steele is just a domineering force here in XFW. Time and time again, she just shows how powerful she is. And Sears, I think she just underestimated, or Becca Steele underestimated Sears. I don't think she realized how much this young lady had the desire to win tonight. What a turnaround in that matchup. And again, folks, our main event tonight. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet going up against Big Dog Mark Johnson. If you're just tuning in again, we're going to show this clip. Last night's main event saw Big Dog challenging Rick Osborne, the XFW World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Big Dog, the #1 contender at the time. Now, during the matchup right here, Sweet coming out, acting as if he's going to cash in the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, but decided to change his mind, but distracted both the competitors. Both these guys didn't know what was going on. Big Dog saying he cost him the distraction, that he cost him the championship, challenged Sweet to a matchup tonight. And folks, we're going to see that match in our main event this evening here on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. So stay tuned for that one. It should be amazing. And right now, we're going to head down ringside. Extreme Rules Triple Threat to name a new #1 contender for the XFW Internet Championship next. And here comes Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott, the first competitor in this matchup.
The following contest is a triple threat Extreme Rules match.
No disqualification, no count out in this triple threat. And the winner will get an opportunity to challenge Showtime Shane Black for the XFW Internet Championship. Mr. Amazing is very well familiar with the XFW Internet Championship. He's battled Showtime Shane Black on a number of occasions and actually has wins over Shane Black. And now looking for another opportunity. Amazing out on his own after being kicked to the curb by Josh the Coach Clemens and ejected from the industry. And now looking for another opportunity at XFW Gold and hoping tonight to get a quick pass to the #1 contendership for the XFW Internet Championship. Still concerned about Bob Harris out there. He's got a zoned look on his face. I think he may be concussed tonight. But here comes the second competitor. Ladies and gentlemen, Dashing Danny Diamond.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 252 pounds, Dashing Danny Diamond.
Dashing Danny Diamond making his strut down to the ring. This man stuck in the 1970s. Does love his disco, does love his dancing time. And he's got some serious moves, I'll give him that. And one of the most impressive drop kicks I've seen in a long, long time inside the squared circle. Diamond will be the only man in this matchup that has not yet held XFW Gold. As our third competitor himself has been an Internet Champion. As we await the arrival of competitor number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Thunderbolt Alpha. The original Thunderbolt here in XFW making his way down. Alpha has been a United States champion. His partners Liger and Saturn have been tag team champions. A lot of controversy has surrounded the Thunderbolts. They were former test subjects by Dr. Yamamoto, who's a former major sponsor of XFW. At one point, from what I understand, one of the owners of XFW. The XFW has been changed ownership lately, but the new owner has still stayed in the back, stayed in the shadows, decided not to be in the spotlight, just keeping business as usual. I have still not yet met the person who is now the majority shareholder owner of XFW. The guy just likes to stay in the background, likes to stay in the shadows. Very much a private partner, if you will. And here we go. And Dashing Danny going to leave the ring instantly. And Alpha going to turn his attention to Aiden Scott. Dashing Danny on the outside now, just going to watch as these two tear into each other. Super kick missed. Aiden Scott going to go a wraparound. Side Russian leg sweep now on Thunderbolt Alpha. Dashing Danny's not even look like he wants to get involved in this matchup. He's going to sit outside, really? He's going to dance and parade outside? I mean, it's not a terrible strategy. As Alpha now in a bad way, as Aiden Scott is turning his attention on Alpha's knees. Dashing Danny is slowly parading around the ring. And now he's dancing for the guys at the t-shirt table. Oh, Mr. Amazing going to the top. Amazing coming off the leg drop across Thunderbolt Alpha. And now Dashing Danny coming in and gets turned on his head by Amazing. Dashing Danny looked like he was going to try to steal one away. Oh! Kicks the Amazing in the back of the knee. Takes him down. Jumps over Alpha now. Head over heels. And now with Alpha, suplex. And now turning his attention to Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Side Russian leg sweep. And then Danny right back to the outside. Dashing Danny with the steel chair in hand. And a shot to the top of the head of Mr. Amazing. And another one. This is an Extreme Rules matchup. It is all 100% legal. Amazing now out. In comes Alpha. Alpha now turning his attention to Dashing Danny. Suplex. Thunderbolt Alpha very, very well versed in Extreme Rules matchups. Mr. Amazing now back inside the ring. Alpha now parading around. Off the ropes. Enziguri missed. Oh, and another chair shot by Dashing Danny. And Alpha now going for a drop kick and coming up short. Dashing Danny now pushing him with the turnbuckle. Diamond gonna suplex him. Dashing Danny being very systematical in this matchup, trying to avoid as much conflict as he can, almost like he's picking apart a Thanksgiving turkey. The crowd now saying they want tables, and Dashing with a low angle clothesline. Oh! And just avoiding that baseball bat. And now laying out everyone with a table is Dashing Danny. Oh, drop kick to the back of the head by Thunderbolt Alpha, lays out Dashing Danny Diamond. Alpha now in the ring with Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott primed. Scott and Alpha have taken a lot of... Oh, super kick by Mr. Amazing. And a shooting star press. That could be it. That could be it. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count. Amazing, almost walking away with the victory. Amazing now going up. This could be the Phoenix Press. Alpha gets the knees up. Alpha gets the knees up. Dashing Danny now with a baseball bat. Ooh. Alpha dodges out of the way, luckily. And tossing Danny back up and over. turning his attention back. Kick to the midsection now. Alpha. Japanese sunrise hits. But Dashing Danny right there to shut him down. Dashing Danny. A shot to the back of the head. Mr. Amazing might be hurt here. Danny now. Oh, the DDT on that table. Dashing Danny lands it. Now turning his attention to Mr. Amazing, who's starting to get back to his feet. I don't think he realizes what's going on here. Dashing Danny. Amazing turns the tables. Amazing now. Oh, with a backbreaker. Danny rolling to the outside wisely. Maybe not so much as Mr. Amazing on a German suplex on Thunderbolt Alpha. Amazing now. Gonna hoist him up, suplex. Dashing Danny trying to get back to his feet. Uh-oh. 450 splash from Mr. Amazing. That might be it on Alpha. And Mr. Amazing is a new #1 contender. And will challenge Showtime Shane Black. Mr. Amazing with the victory. Dashing Danny's own system of running out of the ring cost him. There's the DDT on Alpha. Dashing Danny was trying to steal it away, but 450 right there. See Dashing on the outside. Mr. Amazing, Aiden Scott finds himself. Oh, he's bleeding something fierce. Black versus Amazing down the road. What an opportunity for Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott to challenge Showtime Shane Black for the XFW Internet Championship. Now, I'm trying to think back if these two have met in in-ring competition and one-on-one in the past, and I do not recall, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if they have, in fact, met in singles competition that I can look back of. So if I'm wrong out there and you guys remember, you fire that out in our chat. But Showtime Shane Black and Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott, both exceptional in-ring athletes. This one could be a show stealer, no pun intended. But folks, we still got a couple matches coming your way, including our main event, Bad Boy Mark Sweet going up against Big Dog Mark Johnson in our main event. But right now, the Maniacal Glee will make his way down as he takes on Masked Mike, one half of Hardcore Inc. next on Saturday Night Showdown. And here comes the Maniacal One.
Scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the United States of America.
The Maniacal Glee.
57 pounds.
That eerie looking, odd, grinning mask. And again, folks, you never know which version of Glee you're going to get. This guy goes from goofy, corny, and playful to full psychopath in the blink of an eye. So that kid didn't want to make eye contact, and I don't blame him. Glee is definitely an enigma here in XFW.
And his opponent, representing Team Hardcore from Northridge, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Masked Man, Mike.
Masked Mike coming out saying he's only 200 pounds, folks. I still call bullshit. I think everything about Masked Mike is a lie. The guy is easily more than 200 pounds. One half of Hardcore Inc., as they're calling themselves, with Lee Bischoff, who refers to himself as the hardcore icon. Simran Mata, thank you for liking the stream and welcome to Saturday Night Showdown. Another first-time opportunity, Masked Mike versus the Maniacal Glee. These two never met in the ring before. Mike off the ropes here. I'm not sure what he was going for there, but he missed, and Glee takes him out at the knee. And Glee already going to start making weird sounds and pointing now down at Mass Mike. And now we're going to get Glee playing the trombone and a right hand. And a European uppercut. And now Glee's going to take his time and rock back and forth like a psychopath. As Mike gets back to his feet, here comes Glee charging in, and Mike catches him with an arm drag. And a standing moonsault now. Or shooting star pressure, I should say, from Mike. Now going up to the top rope. Mike. Glee getting back to his feet. Mike off the top, and nobody home. And again, Glee just playing around again. I don't think he's taking Mike very seriously. And now Mike back on the assault. Mike is not going to take that lightly. He's going to take any window of opportunity he can to get one up on Glee. Side headlock now, running. Bulldog finds its mark. Mike now focusing on the arm of Glee. And a quick cover here, leg is hooked. Maniacal and shoulders are down, but only a 1 count. Folks in our chat room, we're bring hashtag Glee Club. Mike picking Glee up. Glee with a headbutt. And I don't know what that was. Glee fighting with his own hand like a weird ass cat. Dodges underneath. Drop kick now for the Maniacal one. And Glee again just goofing off. And Mike's going to capitalize. Up and over the top rope. But Glee fires back again. Off the rope is Mike. Going for the head scissors again. But Glee just literally taking a step back and avoiding it. Glee now German suplex. Big wind-up shot by the Maniacal one. I don't know what that is. That might have been a temper tantrum. I'm not exactly sure. Glee now. Glee Thunder Bomb. Glee Thunder Bomb, and what is he doing? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I don't think Glee knows what that's supposed to be. Off the ropes now. Mike gets turned inside out German suplex. Covered now by the Maniacal one. 2. With a kick out by Mass Mike. Glee. Again, this goofball. Back down in that sitting position, rocking. Sometimes I think Glee has ADD. Mike fires back now. Mike goes for a kick. Glee fires right back. That might have been low. Glee now with some jabs. Mike dodging through. Mike catches the Hurricane Rana. Mike with a Hurricane Rana, but Glee gets the shoulder up. Mass Mike now standing over the Maniacal one. Mike off the ropes again. This time he catches Glee. I guess a 3rd time's the charm. And now Mike going to the top rope. Mike again calling his shot, getting a little cocky here. Off the top. Oh! I think Mike just missed. Oh, and Glee with a clubbing blow. And again, Glee getting all excited here. Glee charging in. Jumping snapmare takes Mike over. And a clubbing shot. I think Masked Mike covered his eyes. And he didn't see where the hell Glee was. And he just pretty much jumped to his own demise there. Glee now with Johnson up and back. And now Glee relaxing like it's Sunday morning. I'm not sure what the hell this guy's problem is, ladies and gentlemen. But Glee obviously toying with Mass Mike. Knife edge chop, Mike dodging through. And again, this is what Glee's got to worry about. Is he's giving Mass Mike, who's won a number of matches and actually had a good run against the Destroyer. You can't give the guy that much opportunity. Mike's going to run away with it. Mike off the ropes again. Looking for that opportunity. And he got the head scissors. Glee, wild swing. Kick by Mike. Mike off the ropes. Glee dodges. Drew lands an elbow to the middle of the back. Mike's going to the well one too many times with that maneuver. Glee now, looking for a suplex. Mike fighting back, repeated shots to the head. Oh, and a code breaker. Covered now by Mike. Glee instantly gets the shoulder up. Mike might walk away with this if Glee doesn't start paying attention. A super kick. There it is. Mike has won that with a number of matches. Glee got the shoulder up really, really quickly there, surprisingly. Glee catches him. Oh! That was low. And now Glee again, just pointing at Mike. Glee's going to hoist him up, and again the Glee Thunderbomb. Cover by Glee. Glee with the win. Glee with the win. After May just toying with Mass Mike for a majority of that matchup, Mike doesn't even, I think, realize what happened. Glee victorious. Mike looks down on himself. He definitely looks sad. Uh-oh. Mass Mike not obviously happy with the outcome of that matchup. And again, I don't think Glee took him seriously at all, as you saw how much goofing around Glee was doing. But again, you can't prepare for a match with the maniacal Glee because you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know how he's going to act in the ring. He changes his in-ring offense as much as some people change their underwear, which is daily for most people. Although I've heard that Lee Bischoff does not. He likes to let them ferment, and that's a weird combination. But Mass Mike and Lee Bischoff, the Hardcore Inc. as they're calling themselves, coming up on the short end tonight as Glee walks away with the victory. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up next is our main event of the evening. And as I said, this one has gotten a little heated last night. Bad boy Marshall Sweet coming down to ringside with the Extreme Opportunity briefcase, acting as if he's going to cash it in, getting the attention of both Rick Osborne and Big Dog Mark Johnson, throwing them both off the game. And Johnson says that actually cost him the match. He said he was primed and ready to pin Osborne until Sweet showed up. So he laid out this the request for this match, challenged Sweet. Sweet quickly accepted. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head to the ringside. Your main event starts right now. And here comes Big Dog. Ooh, the audience seems to have turned on Johnson as they're booing him.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 350 pounds, Big Dog Mark Johnson.
Johnson will have almost 100-pound advantage over Bad Boy Marshall Sweet in this matchup. Sweet will need to rely on his quickness and his striking ability to take down the Big Dog, and that's something Sweet has done well in the past with a lot of larger opponents. But Johnson has said he wants the title back, and he said last night was his opportunity, and he said Sweet ruined it. But here he comes now, ladies and gentlemen. Surprisingly not sporting his briefcase again, lifting it in the backroom area. But Sweet came out last night with that briefcase and acted like he was going to cash it in, but decided not to, throwing both Big Dog and Rick Osborne off their game, but Osborne able to recover from the distraction and defend and retain the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. Johnson has said he was very, very soured last night by that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big Dog charging in. And Sweet catching with an uppercut with the second shoulder tackle from Big Dog lands its mark. Sweet countering a right hand and firing back in. Johnson catching the leg and firing back his own. This has already turned into a slugfest between these two. Johnson again with a haymaker shot and another one. Rocking Sweet. Sweet dodges. Sweet wraps around the waist, and Johnson breaks the hold with that large posterior, and again the shoulder tackle. Johnson now, oh! Big elbow drop there by Johnson. Nonchalant cover here, not hooking the leg, but wow, gets a 2 count already. How much damage that elbow do? Must have knocked the wind out of Sweet. Right hand again from Johnson, laying in some heavy shots. Johnson gonna pick him up. Sidewalk slam. Sweet holding onto his lower back, already in pain. But again, that's 350 pounds coming down across you. And again, Johnson not hooking a leg. This time not even a 1 count. Johnson picking Sweet up. And a shot right to the top of the brain. And now clubbing blows in the back. And a 4th one. Johnson now, goes for a knee. Sweet dodges out of the way using that agility. Sweet drops him down. Modified Russian leg sweep, and now, oh my dear Lord. A beautiful moonsault takes Johnson up and over, and a kick out. What a shot there by Sweet. Sweet goes to the leg. Sweet off the ropes, misses the Shining Wizard. Might have tweaked his back there. Johnson coming in and catches the neck breaker. So this one got very, very personal between these two. Sweet just trying to play the emotional game last night. Johnson took serious offense to it. Johnson now going to hoist him up. Vertical suplex, crashes him down. Sweet dodges out of the way again. Sweet coming in and catches a knee strike. Again, the lightning quickness of Bad Boy Marshall. Sweet coming into play. Sweet with a cover. Johnson instantly kicks out using those massive tree trunk legs to force Sweet off. Sweet now, oh, knee strike. Right to the solar plexus. And now working on the ribs. Keeping the arm out of the way and a shot right across the jaw. Sweet now mounting and punching onto Johnson. Sweet going to work, and again, you see how he's exposing the ribs. Open, oh, and a kick to the side of the head. Sweet now. Sweet now trapping the arm in hammerlock position, using his knee to hold it in, and now wrenching back on the fingers and the arm of the big dog. Crowd yelling, break his fingers. It's a little dark for our crowd here at XFW. Johnson fighting back. Johnson, go! Masood Butt, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan. Johnson with a hellacious shot there. Usher in the turnbuckle now by Johnson. Sweet fires right back. Sweet now again with a shot to the midsection. Sweet goes low again. Sweet off the ropes. And the Shining Wizard to the back of the skull of Johnson. That might be all she wrote. No, Johnson again. Quickly gets the shoulder up. Johnson rolling to his feet and stepping to the outside. Sweet gonna follow through, but Johnson catches him with a neck breaker. Johnson baiting him. Sweet getting right back to his feet. Johnson again with a shoulder tackle. Mike Katuri now gonna make the count as these two battle on the outside. Sweet, ooh, barely missing those steps, but Sweet keeps getting back up. But this time he comes in contact with those steps. Johnson now. Sweet fighting back. Both these guys slugging it away again on the outside. Johnson now with a press slam. And now using him like a barbell and drops him. Up to a 6 count. Oh! What the hell was that? Johnson just laid out Bob Harris. Johnson just laid out Bob Harris from behind. Now a chair in play. Sweet gonna send Johnson into the ropes, or into the steel steps. What the hell was that excuse for? Johnson attacking Bob Harris, who's luckily back to his feet. Sweet down with a knee strike. These two just continuing to battle on the outside. Johnson rifling shots off. And again sending him reeling. Uh-oh. Johnson picking up the steel steps. Oh, come on! Johnson now having words with Bob Harris. Up to a 6 count. But come on, he blasted him with those steps. Sweet now fighting back. Sweet tossing Johnson across the ringside. How long have these guys been on the outside of the ring? Johnson catching the leg and spins him over. Continuing the battle on the outside. Both these guys going at it. Johnson back inside now. Sweet's taking a lot of damage in the hands of Johnson. Oh! What a shot. Johnson again getting in the face of Bob Harris, forcing him back into the corner. Johnson, I think he's trying to intimidate Bob Harris. Johnson now fall-away slam. And again, getting in the face of Bob Harris. Bob looks terrified. Johnson's going back out to get that steel chair. Johnson with that steel chair. Johnson with the chair. And again, right back in Bob's face. Chasing Bob down. And another shot. I think Bob is terrified. Johnson terrifying Bob, telling me to... chair caught there by Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet now, side rush and leg sweep on the chair. And now repeated shots. I'm pretty sure Johnson is trying to intimidate, so he doesn't get disqualified. I think Harris is terrified. And a right hand. But Sweet now collecting the shots. DDT now for Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. We've got a cover on Johnson. What a kick out. Sweet now standing over. Looking on the arm, trying to slow the big man down. Shots in the midsection. Bob Harris has a very worried look on his face. Oh! And again. And again. Johnson just looking down the eyes of Harris. And here we go again. Turning his attention back to Bad Boy Marshall Sweet, who's taking a lot of damage from Johnson. Johnson will toss him into the corner. Ooh, catches an elbow from Sweet, who continues to fight back. Sweet now off the ropes. And again the Shining Wizard. Again the Shining Wizard. One. But Johnson again, those massive frame, shooting Sweet off. Sweet now in control. Trying to wear down the big man. But Johnson again powering through. Repeated shots. Oh, and a hammer blow to the midsection. Oh, and another one. Good Lord. Johnson now off the ropes. And the splash. Good Lord. And again, Johnson getting in the face of Bob. He's trying to look like he wants to get out of the ring. Sweet's in trouble. He's taking a number of chair shots and more at the hands of Big Dog. Johnson now with a headbutt. Oh no. Johnson dragging him over to the corner. This gets spelled doom for Sweet. Can he get out of the way? Johnson comes down. Big Dog bomb. Johnson just took out big time Marshall Sweet. Johnson leveling down Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Repeatedly, Harris looks terrified. Sweet rolling out and holding onto his ribs. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. Bob's getting out of the ring. We'll see you next time on XFW. Wow.